Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Engineering with Chris. Today we're looking at the InView 360 system, particularly the O2 360. Here I have the ECU in front of me and I want to walk you through generally what this looks like and all the outputs. So looking at the front of the system here, you can see that there are SD card slots 1 through 4, a SIM card slot, an IR remote slot, and a USB programming slot. There is a security door that can be installed over the front of this so you can lock up the box so that nobody can access the front of it. Looking at the back of the device, here are 4 SMA connectors for Wi-Fi, GPS, 4G 1 and 2. The antennas are included inside the kit. Looking at the back, there are a lot of plugs coming off of the harnessing here, but I'm going to walk through each of them. They're all labeled. Everything should be very simple. Here is the power plug. So this is power, ground, and auxiliary off of this 3-pin connection here. These are the 3 video outputs. So here's standard definition, CVBS, VGA, and AHD. So those are the outputs for the system. Here is another USB programming port. The yellow connectors here are for the camera inputs. So this is left, right, front, rear, plus cam 5 and 6 for extra cameras. So those are the 3 here. The IR receiver is used with this IR receiver extension. So if you had the cover on the front of the device and you still needed to use the remote, this would allow you to do that. For extra communication, here is a CAN and LAN communication port. So if there's LAN, for example, here is a connector 7-pin that goes to an RJ45 jack so that you could do LAN communication with the system. Or if you wanted to use CAN high-low to trigger certain events, such as left and right trigger, you could use this connection to do input for the CAN communication. This is for all the event triggers. So for example, on the flashers one, there is the reverse trigger off that, or left-right trigger, vehicle control to change view or view control, driver button, an event button, so that these buttons would look like this with an extension cable on here, so you can do, so you can trigger events, trigger the outrigger display on or off. So that's an example of this. Here is the radar plug. So this would look like an 8-pin connection to a 5-pin aviator connector. So this would go out to the sensor system so that you could have the sensor system interact directly to the 360 system. So that is a quick overview of the O2 360 ECU.